Hey guys, a long time no see. I know it's been a little while since we've hung out, so I thought today we could just keep it really relaxed, kind of get ready together, and maybe chat about a few things that have been on my mind. I also have a couple new products that I have been loving that I want to show you guys. And I'm feeling like I'm gonna do a Pride look today because it is Pride Month, so I've been wanting to do one. I'm not really gonna do a tutorial. Mostly we're just gonna be kind of like hanging out and chatting. But if you would like to hang out with me, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, hopefully I don't look too crazy because I am back with my brows on and most of my eyeshadow done. I tried to record while I was doing this, but I was out of focus for most of it. So since this is not a tutorial and we are just hanging out and chatting and getting ready, I figured I would just start from where I'm at and keep going from here. Let's start off by talking about a few products that I have been loving. The first one is this Makeup Revolution foundation stick. If I've never mentioned before, the Makeup Forever foundation stick is one of my absolute favorites, but it's super expensive. So I decided to give this one a try in hopes that it would kind of compare to that one, and I think it definitely does. I think I still slightly like my Makeup Forever one a little bit better, but for the price, because that one I want to say is like over $40 and this one is under $10, I would totally just keep using this one. So now which I don't even wear makeup on a day-to-day basis, but if I'm not doing anything like super special and I want to wear foundation, I'll go for this one. And I will just save my Makeup Forever one for like a really special occasion. This one has insane coverage. Insane enough for my liking anyway. I would say there are definitely foundations that have more coverage than this, but this is pretty full. It's not too matte. It's pretty dewy, which I prefer because I have kind of more dry to combo skin. This one clings to my dry patches a little bit more than the Makeup Forever one does, but nothing significant, and if you don't have dry patches, then you won't have that problem. I think it just looks really beautiful on the skin and really natural, especially for how much coverage it has. And like I said, you cannot beat the price. I think it was $9, and then at Ulta, which is where I got it, they always have like buy one get one 50% off, especially on this brand. This brand's always like buy one get one 50% off. So I got this and the Makeup Revolution concealer. I think it was like $15 for both, and that's like amazing compared to $40 for just the Makeup Forever. Gosh, I hope I wasn't mixing up those two words. The Makeup Forever foundation. And then to go with it, like I said, I got their concealer, which looks like this. This one was supposed to be, a lot of people were comparing it to like Tarte Shape Tape. And once again, I would pick this over Shape Tape for sure. So with this one, price, great, but I actually like this better than Shape Tape as well. Shape Tape for me is too much coverage and it's too matte. So this one looks more natural and it does not dry me out. So you guys can see my face looks pretty much flawless in my opinion from those two products. I didn't have to even spot conceal like any of my spots really. You can probably see a little bit peeking through right here because this is usually where I break out. So that's where I would have some spots. But I think it looks bomb. And I would highly recommend picking both of those up for sure. I would say they would work for most people. If you're like super, super, super oily, you might have to be a little bit careful with this foundation, but it's not even like so dewy that I think you would still be fine as long as you use the right primer and set it right. If I didn't already say, please excuse the ratness on my hair, on my head, because we all know that I hardly ever do my hair. So, let's talk, guys. Lately, I have just been kind of in a funk, a little bit down, as much as I hate to admit, because I've always wanted to think that I could solve this problem, or that I did solve this problem, but I have been very, I guess, self-conscious lately, or like overly critical of myself, and I think we all do this, but lately for me, it's gotten, sorry, I was like seeing glitter on my face. Lately for me, it's gotten to a point where it has been kind of like almost controlling me and making me not enjoy my everyday life as much as I used to or should. Basically, just like a little background, I have always been overly critical of myself and self-conscious since I was younger. So growing up, I was a little overweight, and kids are mean. So especially in high school, girls and boys, I'm sure alike, had no problem talking shit about me, letting other people know what they thought, and then those people telling me what other people have said, or for instance, if I liked a certain boy or something, I would have mean girls, which, yes, that speaks a lot on them more than it does on myself, but I would have mean girls telling me that so-and-so that I liked said I was fat and they didn't like me back or something like that. And as a teenager and a girl in high school, like going through like changes in your body and like just all of those kind of things, it was hard and it really leaves an impression on you and it hurts you, especially when you aren't this tiny little thing like a lot of girls in high school were. And those kind of things have stuck with me. So through the years, I have lost a lot of weight and gotten into fitness and taking better care of myself, which is good. Like, everyone should want to take better care of themselves for their own health. But it became so much about fixing how I looked and wanting to be this perfect person, basically, so I could prove everyone wrong about the things they said about me. And that's not good. Like, you should just want to be the best version of yourself and not fix yourself because of other people's opinions on you. And that's basically what it became. And I became way too fixated on the way I look and revolved a lot of things around that. And it's not always this way, but sometimes I just would get into little funks where I would be upset about things that I could not change about myself, because I was hoping that after all that time I had fixed everything that was wrong. Sorry, that was the stupidest quote mark. Anyway. So basically, I'm trying to get out of this rut and be nicer to myself and love myself a little more and remind myself that I am perfectly okay the way I am. And it's just kind of sad and kind of a reality check to remind myself that if someone I knew and loved thought these things about them, I would so easily and quickly be able to remind them that they are wrong and how amazing and beautiful they are. But it's really hard when you're trying to do that for yourself. And of course, I have people who love me, who are great in my life, who remind me of these things, but it's kind of one of those internal things that you have to work on yourself. And I just want to nurture my inside more now and become a beautiful person on the inside. And that should be the most important thing. And I want that to be the most important thing. And even though I'm proud of the changes I've made, I don't want to focus so much on those things. And it became hard too because I am very into beauty and very into makeup and very into fashion, and a lot of those things, when you're into them, like, you get too into them sometimes. So even with like social media, you see all of these perfect people. That's what happened to me a lot too, is when I would be posting on Instagram like my makeup looks and stuff, I would get so wrapped up in seeing other people's stuff and other people's looks and other people's bodies and other people's everything that I just got so wrapped up and like started like thinking things were wrong with me that I never even had a problem with before. Like, wow, now I need veneers because I don't have these perfect teeth, or like I need all of these just to change myself in all of these ways that are just drastic and crazy. And I'm not saying that if you want to change something about yourself, you shouldn't, because I think if you think something will make you happier, you should definitely go for it. I'm pro all of that. But if you never had a problem with something about yourself before and all of a sudden you're just comparing yourself to other people and you start thinking there's a problem with those things, I don't think that's healthy and I don't think that's good. And that's what was happening to me. So, long story short, I am just trying to love myself so I can love others better. And yeah, along those lines of me wanting to be a better person and version of myself, I've been wanting to volunteer more lately. I used to volunteer in high school only because I had to for like cheerleading and stuff. But now I am off on weekends. I don't have as much to do and I just want to give back. And like I said, be a better person and be a good influence in the world. And like they say, like, be the change you want to see in the world, that kind of thing. And just help the world be a better place. I mean, even if I can't give money or like physical things at times, giving my time I think would be a good option and a good thing to do. So, I have been looking into volunteering more. I want to do something with like children or animals, just because I don't know if I can handle being around adults so much and doing all of that. But I'm really open to anything. I just want to open up my heart and my time a little bit more. So, in the comments, you guys should talk to me about ways you volunteered or places you volunteered. And if you live by me, let me know of places maybe by me that I can go to. I hope that everything I've been talking about makes some kind of sense and that everything is not just like a big jumbled blob of words, because I have been doing so much self-reflection and just thinking lately that I know I have so many thoughts and like, I don't know. I hope I communicated it well for you guys, and that it was relatable somehow to you guys and makes everyone feel a little more human, because I feel like we all have a tendency, which this could be good and bad, to want to put our best foot forward, so we don't want to let other people know when we feel weak or unworthy or less than or self-conscious or whatever. But I know we all feel that way, and sometimes it helps just to know that you're not alone and that other people and people that you may not think would do feel exactly how you feel. Well, I really do want to get into posting videos on a more regular basis, and I still post on my Instagram pretty regularly, but just get back to being more creative and posting more looks and stuff like that. I started all of this because I have a passion for it and because I love it, and like I said, I let myself turn it into something it wasn't, and I let myself get too self-conscious and worried about what other people were gonna think about what I was posting and whether or not people would care about what I was posting, or if people would be mean and judgmental. And I'm over that. Like I said, I just want to do things that I love and that I have a passion for, and connect with people who care and who have the same passion, and forget the people who don't. So if you're here for it, I appreciate you. I love you guys that do support me and that do care about what I have to say, and I am excited to just feel better and happy and continue to do the things that I love to do, which is art and makeup and creative things and fitness and just taking care of myself and each other. On that note, guys, I am done with this look. I can't even with this hair. Like, I literally cannot even put my fingers through it. Anyway, that is all I think I have to say. I love how this look turned out. I really need to start doing these like two-toned looks more often, like two different colored eyes. I did it one time before this and I loved it then, and I'm living for it now. If you want to see what this look looks like up close and get a better look at it, go head over to my Instagram, because by the time this video is up, chances are there will be a picture or two up of this look. So thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, listening to me vent. I hope we were able to connect a little bit more. I know I feel better just talking about my feelings and knowing that I'm not alone. So I hope it helped you guys out or someone else out there. Like I said, I want to start posting more, so hopefully I can stick to that and start getting more cool, fun, more impressive, whatever, better, more creative content. I'm gonna stop rambling out for you guys. I love you all, and I will see you later.